Good evening. It's Monday night. Monday night, every Monday night, we do a review show of our shows that come on Sunday. And last Monday, you guys didn't see us because there wasn't no show on Sunday. And we're proud to be back. So, good evening, everybody on Let's Talk and Let's Talk's groups and on Let's Talk's pages as well. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey,
Raising Kanan, Season 1, Episode 6. How was you guys' weekend? Dwayne, tell us about your beautiful weekend down at the beach.
My weekend was wonderful at the beach. I saw 6.5 football games. Two different locations. One we was at the beach, and then it flooded. So then we went to Camden. So we went from the beach to the city. But I made some major connections this weekend. More to come on that at a later time. But it was a great weekend.
Great. Keisha, how was your weekend?
um, it was a weekend. I was with a bunch of family.
Oh, okay, a lot of noise in the background. They know you're going to do on the show.
It's all
I
Tell
was trying to turn the TV off.
oh. But anyway, episode 6, you guys. They took a week off. I had gave episode 5 a 10. So I will say from the door before I let you two go, I was highly disappointed because I had expectations that 5 was going to lead to a string of good episodes. I was not very satisfied with episode 6. My illustrious co-host, what do you guys got to say?
I defer to Keisha.
I didn't hate it. I think I disagree with them. It didn't move slow to me.
I never said it moved slow.
Dwayne said it moved slow.
Okay. Dwayne said
It was it's some corny parts and some predictable parts, but I didn't hate it. I like the vulnerability that Rock is showing. Like, she's not this hard woman all the time. I like the Marvin finally showing interest in his daughter.
Keisha, let me ask you. You say you like Rock showing vulnerability.
I know I love Louis.
I don't think Rock is showing vulnerability.
No, you didn't see her smoking that cigarette and tapping.
Well, that was because she's trying to be tough to the world, and nobody's seen that. I don't like the way she treated Lulu. Like,
first of all, that's a black woman's plight. So you wouldn't.
That's a black woman's excuse right now. Let's talk.
That's not an excuse.
Let's stick to raising.
You want to let me talk? You have one face for the world, and then you have another face when you home by yourself.
Say that again.
Stop on the unmute.
Say that again.
Okay.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you. Dwayne.
Yes.
She's not talking right now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you gotta unmute her. That's why you can't.
She's not muted.
Yeah, she was at one point though.
Oh.
That's why she's a little upset. But finish your thought, please.
I'm not upset. I just don't have anything else to say.
Oh, you don't have anything else to say. Okay. I found the episode to be a little slow. Like so slow that I paused it and went back to it like 3 times. I don't want to pick it apart. I knew the Juice angle, it was going to feel like Juice at some point. In this episode, it did. When they went to the club scene, he was cutting up the same song that Q cut up in the club in Juice. Same Naughty by Nature song. He was playing the same
Uptown
song.
Anthem?
Yeah, the same song. And he was cutting up the same song. So that bothered me. Okay? Another thing that bothered me is she told Marvin to make him a meal. That was her quote. Make him a meal before you leave up out of here. What does Marvin do? Marvin puts him in the wall. You ain't supposed to put him in the wall. So Marvin can't get right, man. He just can't get right.
So you think that wasn't a kill order, Dwayne?
No, it was an order to kill him. But she said make him a meal. make him a meal on me and put his ass in the wall.
One of the things that I thought was funny, even with putting him in the wall, his body is going to decompose and it's going to be stinking right
It's
in that
gonna
trap
stink.
house.
It's gonna stink eventually.
I thought that was a little. I told you, sometimes they get a little far fetched in these shows. Like I said, I was not impressed
Now,
with the episode. Keisha was happy with this episode. Girl
now,
power.
now, Rock cutting off with Symphony. I don't know. I think she would have been mad. Kanan explained to him why he called him and that he kind of liked that he had his back or whatever. So was she more mad that he bailed her son out of jail or that he trying to get close to her son? Because she said, just because we having sex don't mean that you were his father. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. That part of it. But of course, Symphony gonna try to win favor with Kanan. Okay, because he knows how much Rock loved her son. So he was trying to use it.
But see,
Yeah,
my
she
my
was mad. She was
my
mad.
Dwayne, my
You know,
issue
yeah.
with Rock is as much as I try to like Rock, to me she's more messier than she lets on. Like she don't have it all together. Like a lot of stuff is really like she lost the connect. She can't control. She talked to Lulu like she was talking to Marvin. Now she's like, why are you talking to Lulu like that? Okay, she's in charge. She really don't got a grip on Kanan. People just volunteer information on her, but Kanan don't tell her everything. And then like it's like you don't want nobody to get close to your son, but then you keep the secrets away from her, from Kanan. Excuse me. You the one that keep the secrets away from him. So it's like you want people to look out for your kid. You playing an overprotective parent, but the parent that's a little messy. I don't know.
Right.
I get it because she's an integral part of the show, and they want to show how she's in charge. But the reality is that she has exposed all of them to a bunch of stuff, even like telling on the Connect before. Like, why did she want to do that? She didn't have to do that. And now she done lost the Connect. Now she went to the Puerto Rican guy who using the store. She done went behind his back to get to his wife's cousins. Like, I don't know. That just seemed a little crazy to me.
I did like the Kanan apologizing to Juke scene. I like that. She wouldn't let him in, so he sat on the floor. Was talking to her through the door. That's realistic. I used to, me and my sister would get in trouble and we'd be sent to our rooms. And we would sit at the edge of our rooms and apologize to each other through the doorwell so we can get off punishment. So I could feel that. Um, why would Marvin is just a total mess up, huh? Cause why would he mess around with Kanan again after his sister told him like, he gonna mess around with him again, take the idea of selling the drugs up there by the gas station? I don't know, man. I guess he needs to try to get that
I don't
respect.
I don't I don't understand the whole Marvin role. I just don't. I just think it's weird. It's like you said, Dwayne. He didn't listen to Kanan. Now it's like he's not even. It's like everybody got their own little thing going on, and not really, as they saying, being as moving as a family. And it seemed like the only one that's always loyal to everybody is Juke.
Yeah.
Even Lulu, the way that she treats Lulu around other people is weird to me. Like I said, when she said to Lulu, "Oh, this where our money going?" And then he was like, "This is my money, right?" She said, What's yours is mine." Like, I get the overprotective sister or being in charge of whatever they got going on, but I think that's a little just too much.
Well, she got a lot of weight on her, right? Mentally, right? Losing the connect, doing all that. She worrying about how the cop going to deal with the situation with Kanan. Mad because Symphony didn't tell her what was going on. So Rock got a lot going on in her brain, man. So I think that's why her movements was a little off this episode, just because she got a lot going on.
So our other co-host, she being silent right now. She you know, she got me on timeout, so she don't want to talk. But I get it. You don't have nothing to say. Don't give me that. Don't give me that smirk. Don't give me that smirk.
You got to make up your mind.
Don't give me that smirk. I ain't
You got
having
to make
that.
up your mind. Like, I don't know. You don't want me to say something. You want me to say something.
He gonna comment for you. He gonna comment for you, Keisha. Come back, lady. We need women's.
Yeah, like, go
Well,
ahead.
first of all, when you're a woman in charge, especially with friends and family, they don't always respect you. So that makes you sometimes act out of character.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think she's struggling. I think she's struggling with everything. Everything is on her, and maybe she don't trust her brothers.
Well,
She
we
don't
know
trust them enough.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Do you
she
think
want to
that
use Marvin as he came.
do you think that the more they show that Rock don't trust them, the more that they need to show the backstory of why? Because Lulu, he answers. He do whatever she tell him to do, and this
So does
episode
Marvin,
just
though.
yeah, and it just throws me off, like the way she talks to them, her brothers, like that just seems real strange to me. Definitely if they the ones that be putting in, they the killers. You know what I mean? Like you said, Keisha, she the one that had remorse after hitting the guy upside the head with the hammer. They don't be having remorse for killing.
I mean, Lulu had remorse when he killed that young boy.
And that's
I
like
don't.
the person he really
Marvin
killed.
might be a psychopath, but
Yeah.
Lulu
They
had
made
remorse.
him that way. They made Marvin like that though. Because he even said that's all she allowed him to do, like kicking doors and killing jokers.
Yeah, you're right. We did get something about Marvin, about him being locked up when he's in charge and he's the oldest. I think that the Kanan thing about him stealing his idea is going to be interesting.
But I don't think he stole his idea. I think
I don't
that he's
either.
gonna, because
He
in the
gonna
next
bring him-
episode it was like she gonna kill both of us.
Exactly. So in the preview coming on, he shows that he brings them in on it.
I couldn't mess with the previews. I was so upset with this episode. I just turned it off.
I mean, I really don't understand what really bothered y'all. Like, you're not saying
Keisha, what bothered me is last 2 weeks ago, I gave episode 5 a 10. That was the first 10 that I ever gave on any show that we've ever done. I thought episode 5 was awesome and knocked it out the park. To me, this episode took a step back and was more stale, and it did not continue the story, the action. I mean, Unique with his, even we laughed about it when he said the sputzfer. Well, he didn't even say the word right. I mean, if you're gonna say, and then he started talking about, is it real or is it real life, or is it this real with me and you talking like I think Joey Badass is a good actor and he's playing a hell of a role. But I just think it's just the way that he acts towards that he'd be like, Rock, she gotta it's like he in love with her, infatuated with her, competition with her. It's a weird.
Listen,
this episode was, to me, should have been episode 3.
Was it realistic to you, Keisha? The whole mole angle. Unique would have never fell for that in the first place. He wouldn't have fell for.
I don't think he did.
You know what I mean? So he bought him in.
I mean, I don't think the mole aspect was a good storyline. I think it was predictable, but
Keisha, let me ask you, even with the boy, right? He put the gun to his head. Then the next scene we seen, here go your snitch ass, your mole, whatever. But he's not dead.
No,
they would have killed him.
No,
I thought he was still breathing.
That's what I thought. He was still breathing.
Yeah, but y'all ain't see all the blood flowing out the back of his head.
Dwayne, I thought he was still breathing.
I thought he was still breathing.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said in the chat, they'd have killed Scrappy on sight. That's what I mean. They'd have killed him on sight.
I mean, I don't even think they would have played him too close from the onset.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But that's not bad for this episode. That's bad for the whole story. Like, we knew that he wasn't going against her.
Yeah, his
Oh,
eyes was moving. It did look like his eyes
Listen,
moving. It could be
y'all ain't
bad
see the
acting.
blood. Y'all ain't see all the blood.
I mean, I saw the blood. I'm just saying. I just feel like it was just a continuation of the story. I didn't feel like it was the worst episode ever.
Okay.
Oh
So
no,
they
it was. It was. Believe it or not, Keisha. When I mean I was not happy with the episode. To be perfectly honest with you, the episode was the continuation of 1 through 4. 5 to me right now just stands out alone as the best episode so far of the series. This is right along with 1 through 4. Right
Yeah.
along. I mean, it's a slow story, which I can understand with trying to give us some depth to the characters, but I just was expecting more after 5.
I
We've been
think
off a
though
week.
people are rushing the story. Like they want him to immediately figure out that it was the girl who snitched on him. Um,
I did
they
like that scene
they
when they had the PM Dawn going.
they immediately want Breeze. They immediately want Ghost. They immediately want Tommy. Like you got to build up to that.
You
To
said
me,
this was the best episode so far.
who said that?
This young lady here.
Oh,
Don't trip, I said it. I like that name.
yeah. I mean, I did not hate it. I did not dislike it at all. I mean, like I said, it was some cheesy parts to it.
That's another thing.
Seeing
Rock is exposed.
listen.
Rock is exposed. They do keep coming to the house.
Listen, I gave that ish a 3.5 out of 10. It bored me. The episode bored me, man. Like I said, y'all know I used to watch these episodes 2 or 3 times. I deleted that.
I watched it twice.
Yeah, I deleted that episode as soon as it was over because it didn't keep my attention. I stopped that damn thing, made a Pop-Tart, did some other stuff, cleaned the damn bathroom, came back.
I'm gonna ask you.
Made a sandwich.
Since you're from Jamaica, Queens, do you think that is a good replica of what those times in the early '90s was in Jamaica, Queens? Do you think they're putting on a good show? They talking about you. This is about your rating, your 3.5, Dwayne.
Whatever. I just give it to you the way I feel it, man. The shit was a 3.
It's funny. It's funny. Dwayne's rating is a 3.5. Mine is actually a 4. And
but
mine
I
is
think I'm gonna give it 6.5.
mine is
yeah, but
along the
your
line.
problem is your problem is you had no business giving the other show a 10.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah. No, 5 was a 10.
Doing that.
5. No. Episode 5 was a 10.
Okay, well, if y'all can remember, my first initial rating of episode 5 was a 3.
Was terrible. We had to get him to watch it again. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
so let me ask you. She said the young lady said her dad owned a home not too far from 50's grandma, so you have a nostalgia. But let me ask you a question because this was Keisha's fear when we first started doing the review. Is this supposed to be about Kanan, or is this supposed to be a series of what's that show? What was this movie again, Keisha? Get Rich or Die Trying. Is this more about 50 or is it more about Kanan? Do you think that he's starting to talk about himself? Even the co-host and myself, we noticed the line he said when Famous was rapping, when he started talking about rappers, like what did that have to do with Kanan Stark? That was more 50 throwing a shot, being 50.
50 going to 50 now.
Yeah, 50 going to be 50. I don't anticipate anything different.
Are y'all tired of him narrating yet?
No, I don't mind narrating. I mean, hell, would you?
I'm a little tired of it. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a little.
Were you tired of the narrations when you was a kid watching the Wonder Years? No, you still watch it.
No, the Wonder Years is different.
Is coming back.
Yes.
Oh, she said that's why her husband doesn't watch, because that's key. You don't really want it to be a show about 50. You want it to strictly be Kanan. I guess the Kanan.
But listen,
it's hard to separate.
I will say my favorite part of this episode is famous finally got his flow right. And
Absolutely.
his flow was all right on the stage once he got comfortable. Once Juke got the crowd going, then she hit it, and that's a little catchy hook she got there. So that hook
Right.
was in my head a little bit. Um, yeah.
I
So
can see that.
yeah. Now y'all know, man. Unique is my favorite character. I like him, and I mean, here's the thing that bothers
Nicole
you.
gave it a 5.
Here's the thing that bothered you, sort of like we talked about already. This man killed someone he loved instantly, messed with his ear, and then killed him. And he gonna let Rock's person get that deep into his family?
Or come
It
around.
wasn't believable. It
Or
just
come around. Yeah.
wasn't believable.
Even if even if they made it seem like they did, where he knew that he was trying to play him.
Look,
Unique is the type of guy. All right, he talking all these metaphors, but he's the one that be about the action more than rocking him. The drive-by shootings, all that stuff is Unique goes for the action sort of sense.
But was it really a long time he was with them, or was it a day or two?
That's
So I don't. I mean, I don't
that's
think
open to interpretation, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think that this is like in the Power universe. If they keeping it the same, the season be about a month.
Yeah.
So this stuff has happened rapidly, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think that he was around them. But when did he go back and talk to Lulu and them? Like, when did he give up some information?
How do Lulu even know what this meant?
He did.
Right.
Come on. But somewhere down the line, they probably had hand signals. But he never got the opportunity to come back to them and report on anything. But I don't know, man. I just
and my thing about
where
that
was
is
his
that
gun?
Exactly.
Where was his gun?
If he knew that dude was strapped, they go up in the club. He wouldn't even let him get that close to Lulu. He'd have made sure his gun had bullets, because they probably would have gave him a gun without bullets, and he would have bust old boy's block off, because he wouldn't even let him get that close to do this.
Yeah, that's what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, and to Keisha's point, it may only been a day or two or whatever. I don't think Unique would have had him in his spot for 5 minutes.
It did seem like they were holding him hostage.
And then, again.
Out the back room, it did seem like they was holding him hostage.
Yeah. Then again, I overanalyze everything, right? So this inspector is going to say, I did my research. I know who you are. He would have never let that scene go down like that. If you truly did your research, you wasn't going to keep thinking you was getting some tail from her. If you truly did your research.
Yeah, he wasn't going to try to rape her.
No. You
but
did your research, but you going to grab her up by her neck.
He would have took them. He either took the money or not took the money.
And then you fall to the ground, and then she falls to the ground, and you unzipping your pants like you thinking you going to rape this killer.
He would have took the money or not took the money.
Right.
That's what would have happened.
It should have been another bribe situation.
He would have said, I can't be bought.
Right,
like some of them inspectors try to act.
Let me ask y'all a question, because I may have missed this, because again, I thought the episode was slow.
But did y'all find it weird? Marco was talking about. Go ahead, Dwayne.
But when she went to old boy and he told her he wasn't dealing with her no more because he ain't trust her.
The earpiece. That's what it was.
Yeah, but wait. Did he not trust her because she tried to do a deal with his boy? Like going back to North Carolina or whatever?
Yeah.
So did that dude get killed? Like, did he take that?
He said he's no longer with us, basically. Right. But then, Dwayne, that was the scene I told you and Keisha that was off the wall. His grandmother heard her number. He turned the hearing aid off.
Yeah, he turned the
Yes, you
hearing
heard
aid
your
off.
number. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. He had turned
Well,
the hearing aid off.
If y'all play bingo though, they do have the numbers posted.
They do.
In
They flash it at the Union Boys and Girls Club. I used to have to go
Keisha,
there with my mom.
Keisha,
They will
Keisha,
post
you
it.
throwing them a bone, Keisha? You giving
I'm
them
just
benefit?
saying, if you play bingo,
Yeah, she ain't lying.
they do have 2 boards up, and the numbers be up there.
And let me tell you something else about that bingo. At the Union Boys and Girls Club, they serve some rocking food in there.
Oh
Get
yeah,
chicken wings.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bingo took over our childhood fun, so we know about bingo, Keisha.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, they
about
still do the bingo at the Boys and Girls Club. But
Look, when they built that building, they told us, "Oh, this building is going to be a rec center for the kids and an annex to the boys' club." Man, as soon as they started having bingo, the kids couldn't come. That became a
Marvin
bingo hall.
talking to the inspector before he put him in the wall about how rock screw up. Excuse me.
Are you right? He talking to the man in the wall like that's his counsel.
What about when he nailed the 2 nails in his forehead?
Yeah. It was like, thanks for listening.
He was like, maybe, what did he say to him? Thanks for listening. Then he was like, maybe you'll see something. He was like, nah, you ain't gonna see it.
But you gotta like Marvin. What y'all thought about the girl? Now, Keisha, I know Keisha's thoughts on this one. What y'all thought about the girl smoking the wool? She was smoking the wool.
She smoked it.
She gonna be strung out.
She smoked.
You said that was some Hump Tommy shit. She's a scandal watcher.
She gonna be strung out.
That wall gonna start stinking, y'all.
She said, I don't want to be with nobody else but you, Lorraine.
Because it's like she gonna try to recreate that first high. She gonna be a junkie.
Yeah, she gonna get sprung.
And then the cop gonna turn jukebox out.
Yeah. Well,
like I said, I like that scene because we all know jukebox ending. She becomes a cop in Baltimore, so now we see that this might have been her inspiration.
I mean, a crooked cop, but a cop nonetheless.
Kanan and Famous had they come to manhood moment.
I used to watch Scandal too, so I know.
I mean, I just don't understand. So his mother and his uncles dies. Like nobody lives.
Nobody.
I think that's Keisha. One of the things that's kind of crazy because I think not like we know what's gonna happen. We know Kanan's ending. But the story, the good part of the story is going forward is what happens with everybody else. What happens with Famous? I thought Famous would have been the one that had got shot if they would have been shooting in the club. I still think Famous is like the innocent friend. Like I said, we had seen in prior episodes some of the things that was making Kanan a little bit rougher. But it's like he I was at the showcase. I couldn't do nothing but think about you.
Is that Camacho dude playing Lulu? Do he got money, but he just making Lulu front for everything?
I don't know. I think that's interesting. Like what is that about? Like he get high, and you still invested money in him. Why don't you just take it over?
Because he's a good producer. I think that's 50 way of showing what was going on in the music industry in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Camacho all tore up. Quincy, right, Dwayne?
Yeah, that's
Quincy.
That's my man Quincy.
Got Quincy, with the
yeah,
fade.
Quincy strung out.
Yeah.
But if you listen to all the people we loved in the 90s, they be all unsung. They were strung out at this time.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess it's appropriate.
So Keisha, you ain't give us your number.
The 6.
Okay. So then my 3.5.
Don't trip. I said it. You said this was your best episode. Tell us what was your rating 1 to 10. Don't trip. I said it. So I'm looking forward to the last 4 episodes, y'all. To be perfectly honest with you, it's a bunch of stuff that's about to come on, bunch of shows that's about to speed up. I don't know what we're going to do after these 4 episodes are up.
Listen,
I think the next Power Book 2 is back out probably after this.
No.
Or BMF.
BMF starts September 26th. No. Don't feel dumb. Don't feel.
Oh yeah,
dumb.
it's worthy of we.
I mean,
listen, don't feel dumb because the man that runs the show gave last episode a 10, and so 7 is okay. I don't even been on.
Well, I know when does P Valley come back on?
Listen, they said in the preview.
A scandal with P Valley too. Let me look it up.
No. They did a preview of it before they went into the episode this week. So they said it is coming back. It's delayed, but they will be coming back in 2022. That's what it said. They said it before the Raising Kanan show.
Oh, I watch it on demand.
Yeah, I didn't this week because I was in these streets.
So y'all want intentions to do a preview on BMF?
I'm looking forward to BMF, man. I'm looking forward. I know you don't want to preview it, so we don't have.
Hey, we could do BMF. I want to see how they're going to handle being respectful of the victims and the people who still alive. Maybe not even just the victims, people who ain't never been to trial. How you going to be respectful of some of that information?
Listen, you're gonna have a Fat Joe Cuban Links issue. Who's the rat? Who the real rat? Who got the papers? So I don't know. I don't know if we need to touch that one, man. Like H-Town will be coming back soon. I don't know
so you're interested to see.
But
I'm always down for down in the valley where the girls get naked.
I know, but we got a long way before that comes back. You'll probably
sometimes it say late. It looked like it's late 2022.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'll be done had Tommy before then.
Yeah, I think doing BMF. I think them doing a BMF story is a little inappropriate right now. To be perfectly honest with you, that's why I don't want to do the preview for the show. I think it's inappropriate because it's too fresh. I mean, it was only 17 years ago when they got arrested. So I think I wish them all the well. I wish 50 all the well. I wish them brothers all the well. Whoever's affiliated with them all the well. But I just think that as they say, people should say less a little bit. But that's just me.
Well, you're the content director, so if you say no, you say no.
So we'll decide. We'll come up with something. I mean, we got 4 good episodes. I'm quite sure coming up, and we'll go from there.
Maybe we do the new Wonder Years. Maybe.
I'm not watching that.
It's generated for us.
I need them to get creative and stop recreating white people stuff.
They can't. All the movies are remake movies.
Hated it.
Why you think these young people went crazy for the Locks vs. Diplomats versus and Jada getting paid now because all these young cats now going back to try to discover his music, whereas all they had was mumble rapping.
I blame their parents. My son know who the Locks is.
Straighten, whatever the hell Amigos is.
Like, ain't nothing straightening.
Yeah, come on, man.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Come on, man.
That's my song. I like that song, yo. But anyway.
Kiara said y'all ain't singing it right. My niece she on the side.
All right, well, let her get on there and tell us how to sing it. We old.
She said no. She's shy.
She's shy. All right.
Kira, it's okay. You could have did it, Kira.
I'm almost 50, so I don't know what the Migos and all that. What the hell?
So any final thoughts, you guys?
Final thoughts is they need to step it up. This was a very lackluster, boring ass episode.
Do y'all like this better than Power Book 2?
It's close. Because if we think about us doing a Power Book 2 recaps, it was slow initially. We all agreed that it was slow initially, and then it finished strong.
Power Book 2, the first episode was great. Then the next 6 episodes was slow, and then it picked up at the end. But that is to Courtney Kemp's credit. She has nothing to do with raising Kanan.
Right.
But to Courtney Kemp's credit, with Power, she's always done that. They get real slow, and then when she take that break between 5th and 6th episode, them last couple episodes be like boom, boom, a lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. So we'll see. I mean, like you said, Keisha.
Like I said, I think it was a lot of things going on, but it might not have been things that necessarily make sense. But I felt like it was a lot of things that happened in this episode. Scrap died. Famous got him some top. 50 got him some top.
Kanan, Keisha.
Oh yeah, Kanan. Lulu, the show went out. Rock was almost raped, lost a boyfriend. Like, it was some, what's the cop name?
Carter.
Carter's trying to figure out how he could get his son's bone marrow. Some things happen. Y'all just didn't necessarily like them.
They're going to send that rookie out on the streets by herself.
She's from a cop family, so
Holly just going to be walking around the streets by herself.
I didn't even know how Rock identified that she was the police, but and I think she should have handled the investigator from the onset, but that's just me.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have came to the apartment and saw none of that.
No.
But when you handle your business, but how old is she? Though that's important too.
How old is Rock?
Yeah.
She young because she said
30.
So she had 50. Well, Kanan, when she was 15, and now he's 15.
Yeah, so she's
like
only 30.
Yeah, she's like 30.
She got a lot of responsibility on her shoulders for a 30-year-old.
Yeah, but like we said before, back then, it's a little bit more savvy. You know what I mean? Fred Hampton did all that, and when he died, he was 20 years old?
Yeah. Yeah, she was they were savvy, but she doesn't have the backbone. She got the backbone of the men for the muscle, but not the brain.
I feel you.
I mean, Fred Hampton was leading that train.
Right.
So with that, I have no more to add, you guys.
Yeah, get your grading back on par, man. You messed up the scale, man. You was an outlier.
Thanks
for
joining.
Said 3, 4, 6, 3, 4, 6, 10, 13.
Don't affect the curve, brother. 3.5.
It's like a 4. It's like a overall 4 episode if we averaged it out.
Yeah, we right there, and we're still watching, and we're gonna keep watching. And it's gonna pick up because, as Q said, a lot of times she'll lull you to sleep and then hit you.
But she's not participating in this.
You better believe she got some say somewhere. They got a list.
I hope so.
They got a list as an executive producer. So somewhere down the line, she's sitting at them tables. She may not be writing it, but she's sitting at those tables.
Yeah, that's the least that they would do. They do try to have their episodes coincide with each other. Not like other shows that we've done.
Now, did y'all like the last episode? Well, I don't know. We could talk about that, but I wasn't a big fan of the last episode of Godfather of Harlem either.
He doesn't like it. We'll talk about that offline.
With that, everybody in the chat, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next Monday at the same time. Thanks for your feedback. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. That's how the channel and the page grows. With that, have a blessed and safe week.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Please continue to join us here for conversations on hot topics, interviews with special guests, and our featured programs such as the Poetry Corner, where you can hear dope poets from around the country creating that Poet Cafe vibe. and Crown Rules, our virtual book club on love, intimacy, and healthy relationships. Let's Talk. We are everywhere you want to be. Follow us on YouTube at Let's Talk, Facebook at Let's Talk, and on Instagram at Let's Talk 1931. Have a suggestion? Give us a call at 570-795-4283. Or for business inquiries, please email us at ltalk5600@gmail.com. Let's talk. I wore to you, you wore to me, and we go together.